up, everybody? Matt Yara here, coming at you on my drive to the gym. Looking real spooky with this makeshift flashlight lighting in my car. But it's my first time hitting the road all day, so, and it gets late early here this time of year. And it's also late for me to hit the gym. So it's just one of those things. How you like that for production quality? What the fuck is going on here? This might go down as the most retarded video I've ever made. Wouldn't that be something? And you're here to witness it. Left turn lane. I might be here for a minute. Anyways, so driving to the gym, and I'm making videos every time I get in the car. That's why I'm making this one right now. I want to see if my brain has anything interesting to say. My sleep cycle's been all kinds of fucked up because I was traveling for a week. So I keep taking these like 2 to 3 hour naps in the middle of the day. It's not good, bro. It's tough. I'm like jet lagged, even though I didn't leave the country. I mean, I was on the West Coast, but. So it's just been weird. I'm trying to get back into the flow of things. Yo, stop fucking up like that, bruh. You think you solve a problem, but then you didn't. Anyways, so driving my little car to the gym, McDonald's sign right here. I don't really have anything to say, but I'm making this commitment to take these videos every time I get in the car. And that's really more important than any one single video. It's the goddamn process. Are you committed to the process? You know, that's what they always say, not the result, but the process. So the result of this video is going to be not a lot of interesting content. But it's more about me sticking to the process. And I need to figure out something better for my silly little flashlight rig. Maybe if there was a place, how does that look? Ooh, that's even scarier. If I hold it like this, does that work? Nah, it's not a good angle. See, the thing is, this is a pretty good angle right here, and I can just leave it there. Then it keeps falling off every time I make a move. Whatever, we'll work at that for now. I like how that illuminates my face. It's a good angle. Anyways, so we're coming up on 4 minutes of nothing. But that's okay, because I'm working on my body. Getting back into my routine of doing a couple sets of burpees, and I'm actually very happy with how quickly my body has like readjusted to hitting those burpees. So these last couple sets for the last couple of days, I've been able to get more burpees in than I was kind of anticipating. I thought my body would be super fucked up, but it's only a little fucked up, so that's good. What else is new? I'm starting to track all my food. I've always had really issues staying disciplined with diet and shit like that. And the only real way to stay on top of it and to know you're staying on top of it is to keep a food log. And I've always had tons of resistance. The thing I didn't want to do But oftentimes it's the thing that you really don't want to do, that's the thing that you need to do. That one little thing is the difference maker. So, started keeping a food log, also changing up my philosophy a little bit by starting to eat more carbs. So I went down the carnivore rabbit hole for a little bit, and then last year I lost a whole bunch of weight on like a carnivore plus broccoli type diet, and that worked. But I was always looking for these different hacks to not track my food. I just felt like that would be too tedious and annoying and didn't want to do it. But I'm at a point in my life where it's like I can't fuck around anymore, you know? I'm at a point where I feel like I'm too old to not have gotten the results that I fucking want out of life. And it's sort of like, you know, some people call it rock bottom. I wouldn't call it rock bottom per se. You know, usually rock bottom is like you're sucking dick for a heroin behind a dumpster. But I'm kind of at the point where I have no choice but to admit that I just haven't gotten it done. Straight up. And there's no excuse at this point. Right? Truth is, there's never an excuse. But you can always, like, rationalize certain excuses. And, you know, there may have been certain negative influences. Certain influences maybe didn't hit me the way they should, or they hit me in the wrong way, whatever that may be. But the proof is in the pudding. You know, I don't have the money I want, I don't have the body I want, I don't have the social life I want. Point blank. Those are the three major, like, pillars of life. Your health, your wealth, and your relationships. And I would say, you know, there's certainly a lot of people doing much worse than me. So, you know, you can always sort of fall back on that. But there's also a lot of people doing way better than me. And there's no reason why I shouldn't be doing more. You know, I'm capable of more. I know it. And I want more for myself. Like, that's it. Like, right now, I can't support a family. I'm too old to not be able to support a family. Now, I think if I had a family, that's the kind of impetus that would radically change how I approach life. But I don't know. That's all I really have to say for now. So, this is another weird one amongst many weird ones. It's going to be weird, you know? And I want to use this channel to be as just honest as possible. That's my strategy. I don't really have an agenda here. I don't think this is particularly interesting or educational, but it is vulnerable, so hopefully if I play the vulnerability card, then something will come from this. But I think that life is a struggle for most people, right? There's very few people truly thriving. And so hopefully that makes this relatable. And I hope I hope you enjoy hearing me tell my story. One car drive at a time. Thank you for listening.